What is up, Think Media family? Sean here, and I'm so excited because you probably could tell from the title, we are hiring here at Think Media. And in this video, I'm going to be breaking down all of the details in case you're interested or you want to pass this video along to somebody else that is interested. But hey, in case we're just meeting, my name is Sean Cannell, and I'm the founder of this YouTube channel called Think Media that over the last few years has really grown into a multiple seven-figure media company that is on a mission to help a lot of people learn online video, master social media so they can change their lives and make a massive difference. And so let's just kind of dive into some of the details. I'll tell you what to do next. And then Heather on the Think Media team is also going to be looking for any of your questions, and I'll answer those right at the end. So let's just get right into it. First of all, let me tell you about the mission. If you want to be a part of Think Media, we are a small team. We're about a team of 10 right now. And we're looking to expand in a few positions, but we're not just looking for people that want a job. We are on a mission. We are purpose-driven entrepreneurs that deeply care about our world, humanity, and really making a difference while at the same time doing what we love. We love this social media, tech, new era of entrepreneurship that is allowing us to use the internet, social media, YouTube to really create lives and businesses on our own terms. And specifically, here's our mission. There's a couple different dimensions to it, but as far as like practically and why we're here to serve you and those that are a part of this community, is we're on a mission to help 10,000 purpose-driven entrepreneurs create financial freedom while impacting the world with online video and social media. So we're on a mission to help 10,000 people be able to quit their day job, quit their whatever career maybe they're in, and build a life and business on their own terms, leveraging social media and online video, because it's possible to do that. I mean, the stories are, it's happening. It's happening all around us. So how do you really enter this new era of entrepreneurship? Because my journey, that's what I did, from being a college dropout, from losing my job and losing freelance clients, to being broke, and to being, dealing with chronic illness in our family and all kinds of challenges. You've probably heard my story. I was able to build a full-time income and be able to pay for our medical bills and the things that we were facing, all from working from home, creating content on the internet. And so we want other people to experience that reality, whether they already have a brick and mortar business or whatever it is. So we're on a mission to help 10,000 people. You might say, how do you track that? But as far as, we're getting emails, we're getting DMs, and we're probably around 30 to 40 people already that we've helped completely go full time, achieve full financial independence. And now they're doing what they love, but we got a long way to go and we're looking for some help. So that's our mission. And here's the thing is, some people also maybe don't even understand what Think Media is. I mean, you maybe know here we do some camera reviews, YouTube tips, but it's a little bit bigger than that. So Think Media, as far as what we do, of course we do free content here on YouTube, right? And this is the best tips and tools for building your influence with online video. So we do content like camera reviews, and that's kind of what you see on the surface, but it's sort of like just the tip of the iceberg. Because in addition to the content that we do over here on YouTube, we also have online coaching programs. Like one of our main programs is called Video Ranking Academy, or we have a monthly membership called Inner Circle. And Inner Circle is a training that we do every month it's the leading social media and online business education, monthly coaching in a group setting, so you can learn the latest online marketing, online business, and social media strategies for making money and building your following faster. So that program has hundreds of people in it. So there's part of our team is helping take care of people. It's kind of like customer care and aspects of the content. And there's a private Facebook group for different programs that we have. So there's those things that are happening behind the scenes that we need help with, right? We also have our event called Grow with Video Live. And this year it's coming up September 14th, 2019 here in Las Vegas. By the way, Think Media headquarters is here in Las Vegas. 2019 September is our next event. We're already planning 2020, and that event just continues to build momentum. And so one of the positions we're looking for is an event coordinator, and a few other things. So if you're interested, seancannell.com/careers, and there's a link in the description down below, and you could click that. But if you go over there, you can read all of the details about this, the different roles and opportunities that are happening right now. Now, I'm going to answer some questions, but I might cover those right now. There's contract work opportunities. In fact, that's how everybody starts. Anybody that works for Think Media, you're going to be on a 30 to 60 day trial period to see if there's a good fit, to see if it's a good fit for you and a good fit for us, and to see if you can really deliver results as well. But there's also part-time and even potential full-time opportunities to scale into those. And we're here in Las Vegas, so we're definitely interested in people that are local or in the region or even in our same time zone. So maybe Utah, California, Arizona, Las Vegas, right? But on top of that, there's also remote opportunities. Depending on the role, if no matter where you are in the world, there's definitely opportunities. So click the link to learn more about that. Now, I think it's also important to note that what you may see on the surface, in fact, even the positions we're looking for, is not what you probably see on the surface. So right now we're good with like photography, videography, because that's also kind of my skill set. But you maybe have seen Omar here on the Think Media channel, Kyle, Nolan, different people. We got video editors. Like we're pumping out some content. I mean, you see that, right? So, but there's definitely like the customer service side of things, a little bit of social media management, because there's lots of different micro content, lots of things like that as we get into more events. So there's event planners, and I'll go through those positions. But right now, just to kind of introduce you to some of the Think Media team, this is my wife, Sonia. She's our Chief Financial Officer. This is Heather Torres. She's our Chief Operations Officer. And this is Isaiah Torres. He's our Director of Sales. And so we're all based here in Las Vegas. Then maybe other people you've met. This is Omar, legend, right? I mean, you've seen a couple of his videos maybe here on the channel. He does videography, photography, super brilliant entrepreneur. We got Kyle. He helps edit like our inner circle trainings as well as our other videos. He does a lot of stuff inside of our courses. Melissa is doing all kinds of stuff now and running things and running other aspects of our team. And then there's people that are remote, like Jordan helping with customer service, or people that are even in just kind of more siloed positions, helping us with micro content, like Diana, chopping up pieces of micro that go out on social media. So what I want to essentially say is the positions that we're really looking for is not as much the people that would be going to CES and kind of creating content. Like we've got that. We're pumping out a lot of content, but people that are deeply passionate about caring for others, deeply passionate about administration, social media, analytics, like data, ads, you've got the distinctions, you're really good at writing, and we'll get into the exact positions. It depends on the position, but what a lot of times, sometimes people, you see what it is on the outside, but you got to know behind the scenes for every the content that we're publishing, there's a lot of work that goes into this. And we are a team that has extremely high work ethic. We're deeply passionate about family. We're deeply passionate about rest and a balanced life. But actually, on the same time, I bet people would say that we don't appear that balanced. We really hustle. We put in a lot of work. So if you're looking for just kind of a cush, chill position on like a cool team, this isn't for you. We're looking for real game changers, real hustlers, people that are deeply passionate, deep wanting to really hustle, wanting to really put in the time, the energy, really willing to level up, like passionate about learning, passionate about making a difference in the lives of others, obsessed with our industry, right? Obsessed with what's happening in this new era of entrepreneurship, social media, digital learning, online learning, live events, personal development, those types of things. And so if you're interested, SeanCannell.com/careers, link in the description down below. If you want to click that link, it'll take you over to the page. And here's what you're going to see. It'll take you to a page like this. Now, you may be seeing this video a little bit later. Go ahead and click the link, because at any time, once we fill a position, there's going to be future positions. So this isn't just one time. You can check out SeanCannell.com/careers at any time and see what opportunities there are. But on this page, you're going to see that we've got an event coordinator position. That's definitely probably full-time, but consistent. I mean, part-time, but consistent, because we're going to have not just our upcoming event, but we already have 2020, and then we're building this thing. Grow with Video is our annual event here in Las Vegas. And in addition, we're going to be doing pretty soon like monthly meetups. By the way, there's a meetup this Saturday if you live in Las Vegas. But we're going to be doing monthly meetups, LinkedIn meetups, like different masterminds and different things that are maybe happening quarterly. that's all going to be scaling into different things. So event coordinator is one of the positions, social media coordinator. And that is somebody, not like you have an Instagram account. Like that's cool, but I'm saying like, social media. You're obsessed with social media. Now, we are not looking for newbies, and we're not looking for, if you're just getting started and you'd love to learn. However, it doesn't mean that you have to know everything. Like there's opportunities to level up, learn. Even one of the things we are deeply passionate is we really believe leaders create leaders. And that those that have been a part of our team, you're going to learn, you're going to level up, you're going to be challenged, you're going to have access to learning opportunities, training opportunities. And so, but saying that, I mean, there's a lot of just honestly, even some of the self-proclaimed social media gurus in the world are not that good at social media. Like they don't really know the platforms, really study analytics, really go into the data. So I'm just trying to say, I want to set realistic expectations. This is not all flowers and rainbows. It's like you got to be legit or willing to put in the work to level up to be legit. Like you study the platforms, you study analytics. Sorry, I'm not trying to go off here, but digital ads manager. This would be if you are familiar with Facebook ads, Google Display Network, YouTube advertising, media buying, as well as ad placement. We're pretty solid on the strategy and the creative side, but placing ads, running ads, and again, not you've run one Facebook ad one time, but that there's you got some experience under your belt. And by the way, so if you want to apply and you can see all the details, then just to go to seancannell.com/careers. But digital ads manager, helping out with running ads related to different things. Micro content editor. This is kind of a cool opportunity because we pump a lot of content out online, but then what are we doing? We're taking some of my longer trainings, Heather's trainings, Omar, other people, and then trimming them down into square format for Instagram, turning them into IGTV episodes, turning them into different things. That's the one position that is probably open kind of creatively. We have like the full length editors dialed, but if it's micro content and it's sort of extending what we're already creating, there's that one. And then graphic designer is one as well. If you look at our current brand, our current thumbnails, our current really, by the way, I'm doing our graphic design. Not why wouldn't I be? But you know what I mean? Like that's one thing. I do all of our thumbnails currently. And so if you look at our current thumbnails, some of the photography, the editing, the design, the fonts, the brand, and that's something that you're like, not only could I do that, but I could level it up. And there's stuff I could do related to graphic design. And then customer support specialist, deeply loving people, wanting to see people win, succeed, being able to handle grouchy people. And if you have some experience in customer service and things like that, then definitely check that out. And so if you have any questions, let me know, but that's about the full details. And so click the link below if you are interested in applying. And let me check out how y'all are doing over here. Smash the like button on this video. Hey, thanks for all the super chats, y'all. I'm just checking in with you guys right now. Appreciate you, first 1,000 hours. What's up, Sparks family? Appreciate you. What's up, Vlogmaster? Thanks for the super chat. Tyson, really appreciate you guys. And Brandy, thanks for being here. Anish, Dr. Sten. I'm just a person. Hey, appreciate you guys for watching here. But yeah, we are deeply passionate. And then you know what? It's if you want to, check out, click the careers tab, look at the different positions. But I would say a few things. I got a question here for you. How many people per role? I mean, really just one, but maybe micro and customer support specialist. If you can prove and show that you've got some experience, you're deeply passionate, and you're interested in being a part of the team, even if it's not now, it might be later. Now, here's the deal. We will reach out to you. Like, you fill it out. If we don't reach out, then you didn't move to round 2. So don't worry about that. But if you feel this and you want to give it a shot, click the link. Go to seancannell.com/careers. Hey, Sean, I live in NYC and I would like to apply to the customer support specialist. Can I still apply? Yes. And so, especially for like customer support, if you can get on the phone, if you could do email, if you could get into We have like Kajabi on our back end for doing customer support and different things. That is possible. The time zone in NYC, 3 hours difference, not a huge deal. That's definitely doable. If you're international and you want to apply, there's that opportunity. However, we are making decisions based on the fact that, are you asleep when we're awake? And that actually might be a good thing, or we might not be able to sync with you as easy. So please, we're in Vegas, so there's local opportunities, or if you're in the region, but also wherever you live in the world, if you're really feeling it, definitely consider reaching out. Smash the like button. What are some of our values? For us, excellence is a major value. We care about the details in a big way. We believe that honestly, having excellence in our work honors God. It's us living out, we were created to create, and we want to just put our best foot forward always. So we really value excellence. We want to over deliver in every relationship and transaction. We hope to over deliver in that. If you invest with us, and people say this, they go through one of our courses, they're like, wow, I can't believe there's so much value in that. We want that to be the case in every email, every phone call, over delivering in every transaction. People that are dedicated to the mission, purpose-driven people. When in the social media space, a lot of people are after it for the fame and for the fortune and for the following. And we think that stuff is fine, but that's not why we do it. For us, we are driven by our faith. We're driven by caring about our families, wanting to make a difference in the world and our community. We're purpose-driven entrepreneurs. We're on a mission to really make an impact in this world and help a lot of people. And also, we really believe you can make a great living while making a difference. This is one of our values. We want to do everything with integrity and transparency. We try as much as possible to be an open book. And so we really value integrity, transparency, generosity. Honestly, morals at some level. You've probably seen that. We're a family-friendly brand at some level, and you probably noticed that. And so your vibe attracts your tribe. I don't think you'd probably want to work for this team if you didn't align with those types of things, but those are things we value. Character. We care about building people and empowering people, and we're looking for leaders. Because leaders create leaders. We are looking for people that are self-motivated and have the ability to be self-managed. If you're a type of person that needs someone else to motivate you, needs someone else to inspire you, you're not a good fit for this team, especially at this size. Our vision is not to build a massive team, but we could see our team probably looking something like 20, 25 people eventually. And we're not looking for layers of management and red tape and like, who am I going to have, different direct. No, we're looking for people who you get your lane. You're going to get training, you're going to be connected, but we expect you to just rock it. Self-motivated, self-managed, entrepreneurial, and intrapreneurial, meaning we're not saying that you need to be an entrepreneur because you'd be joining our team and maybe you have those tendencies and that's great, but intrapreneurial, we want people who don't just come in and do a role in which they're told to do. We want people that come in and actually take their role to another level, pioneering with it, creative with it, We have a passion of being the best in our niche, and not out of an unhealthy competitive spirit. When you think about all my competitors, man, they're like my friends, man. I got Tim and Daryl and Sonny and Roberto. They're all my friends. Owen, Brian, we really love each other, but we strive to be the best because why wouldn't we? That's a pursuit of excellence. We just want to always raise the bar, always take things to another level. I would even say this, if you feel like you couldn't work in an intense, not corporate, we're not a corporate structure, although we are incorporated, but we are not like a, kind of like a big, if you work with a big company, with a big team and all kinds of policies and procedures, that's not us, man. This is a bootstrap, let's hustle, let's grind, let's do this thing. And, I hate red tape. And I hate, even to the tune, and I respect kind of traditional filmmaking and traditional Hollywood. My friend Nolan, who's part of the Think Media team, was just out here, and he was saying, on set, they got 50 people. He said some days when he's been on set for different TV shows and movies in LA, some days 50 people will be on set, and in a whole day they'll only get 2 scenes. And I respect it because they're making traditional movies and TV shows. But I said, hey, when you work with us, do we have more productivity and more outputs? He's like, probably 100 times more outputs. You get more done in less time. I mean, you've probably seen them if you follow me on stories. We're serious about high productivity, high outputs. We're disgusted by the fact that a lot of people, and I get it, a lot of people hate their job, but if you've studied the stats, most people that work at a job, they only are effective with about 40% of their time. They spend 100% of time at work, look up the stats, but they only impact about 40% of their time. That's not Think Media. We're not looking for a bloated organization of people just coasting. We're looking for real game changers. And I'm saying this to set realistic expectations for you. Don't even apply if you're not hardcore serious about being part of a team that's deeply passionate, that wants to really hustle and be a part of something really special and put in the work and put in the time and get real results. We're interested in people that are willing to take risks, and those are just a few things. So anyways, Jeffrey says, does that mean no training? You have to already be experienced? Jeffrey, in every case, you do need to come with some experience. This is not an internship. That'll happen in the future. This is not, we're looking for newbies to train them. Now, I'm not saying you have to be at necessarily a full-on mastery level. In fact, I'll tell you this, Jeffrey. A couple things that we value in order. Number one, character. Character actually, I don't even care how good you are at what you do. If your character, and what do I mean by character? Work ethic, integrity. If you're working remote, you got to have the outputs. You got to hit the targets. You got to be available. You got to be a person of your word. Your yes is yes, your no is no. Character. The life you're living, the person that you are, that matters to us. I don't even believe character is hard to teach. That's something you bring pre-existing. We're going to check your references. Check, you know what I mean? Character. Who are you as a person? What else is character? Attitude. You got to have a good attitude. Like, you got to own your attitude. We're not looking for moody people that need to be inspired, but no, like, that's your job. I don't wake up some days like, who's going to inspire me? I have to inspire myself, and that's what we're expecting. We're a small team. We're not building a 500 person. So attitude. Those are the type of character types of things, right? Second one is chemistry. If you apply and it doesn't fit, you might be the most amazing person in the world. And I mean that. But if you don't fit with the team, so then we would, that's why we do a trial period. Is there a good synergy? Is there chemistry with our current team? And this is in order. So character is the foundation. Chemistry, does your vibe, your skill set, in the past, we've worked with people that were actually more used to being in corporate and less comfortable in a startup entrepreneurial environment. So that's a chemistry thing. They weren't a bad person. It's a highly skilled person, but they just weren't the right fit for our environment. So we'll configure those types of things out. So it goes character, then it goes chemistry. And by the way, if you're deeply passionate and you want to hustle and then those first two might be enough for you to be a part of the Think Media team, because the third C is competency. That's mastery of your craft, your skill. Like, you need to be able to write if you're a customer, your spelling's on point, your grammar's on point, you know how to use the whole G Suite, you know how to use email, you know how to use social media and Slack. And even if you don't know how to use Slack, I didn't know how to use Slack. That's one way we communicate. You can learn those things, but you've got some admin experience. If you're a micro editor, show me your micro that you've already done. I'll tell you this, when it comes to hiring, the best way, any job you ever want, the best way to predict someone's next 6 months is by studying their last 6 months. So don't apply for the micro position if you can't show us micro content you've already done and edited. And the best way we'll be able to see is like, oh, you've done these pieces of micro? Well, then you could do that for us. Now, you might have a shot to get in as a customer support specialist, but if you've been doing nothing over the last 6 months, but I'm not impressed by your resume or even your degree. That's just me. I'm impressed by your last 6 months, because what you did in the last 6 months encourages me for what's possible for you to do for Think Media in the next 6 months. That's kind of where I'm coming from, being real. And so some experience. In this case, we are looking for people that have got a little bit of experience. Like I said, we'll talk about an internship in the future. There's going to be some opportunity to eventually be a part of Think Media and to actually learn and get some of these skills potentially from scratch or early on. But we're a pretty fast moving team. And so we're looking for some people, Jeffrey, that already have some momentum. Do I have to be 18 to apply? Yes. We're looking for people that are already 18. Like I said, internship in the future, other things could happen. But for this, SeanCannell.com/careers, you got to be 18. Cush FPV. What's the starting pay for customer service? Well, a couple things. We value hustle, and then there's a trial period and there's room for growth. And so after you apply, if you're the right person, it'll be dependent upon your region. I mean, here's the thing. The starting pay would probably be comparable to what's happening like Vegas, customer service and different things. However, I will say that depending on what kind of experience you're bringing in, we might start you a little lower. That's what other people on the team have happened, so they can prove themselves for like 30 to 60 days. And then once you can prove you get results and you can prove that you're a good fit and whether, and that's all on us and on you, then there is opportunity for advancement. I mean, look, we want our team to be well taken care of. I'll tell you this, as the CEO, here's my priorities. I prioritize my efforts in this order. Our customers don't come first. You know, some people say the customer's always right. The customer's always, that's not true. Customers are wrong all the freaking time. The customer's not always right. So I say this, I value my team, number one. So this is a family. We're very protective. And so in my opinion, it's our team comes first. Number two, then it is our customers that come next. Number three, then it's our community. And you understand that, meaning our customers, they get our attention, our best attention. A lot of people haven't done business. They haven't invested in any of our programs. And so we love our entire Think Media community, but it goes our team first from my perspective. And I expect my team to serve our customers first. So it's, our team, then our customers, then our community, and then I worry about me last. So those are just kind of a few thoughts. Cardo says, what skills are there exactly? Just go to click the link, SeanCannell.com, and Michael says, where can I apply? SeanCannell.com, link in the description /careers. It's going to take you over a page just like this, and you'll see the available positions. If you're watching this video sometime in the future and the positions are different, go ahead and check it out anyways. If there's any career opportunities at our company, SeanCannell.com /careers, and you can apply. Esther, can you start part-time first and then become full-time? Yes, Esther, not only can you do that, but in every position, that would probably be the case. Generally, we'd probably start you out at something like 20 hours, depending on the role. And then there would be opportunity to maybe stay there or maybe go to 25, 30. And then depending on what you're doing and your availability and what you're after, there are opportunities for full-time positions. So it goes like this. You're always going to start as a contractor on a trial period. That means you need to be able to 1099, represent yourself, etc. And then you potentially could become an employee, right? That's part-time. And then eventually could potentially be full-time and any variations of those. Marwan, can I take breaks while I have heavy tasks at university as I'm an undergraduate architecture student? I mean, yeah, here's the thing, Marwan, we are definitely open to people that have different life situations, but here's what we expect. If you're saying I can give you 10 hours, then we expect 10 hours. And here's what I appreciate more than time. It's not the amount of hours you work, it's the amount of work you put in the hours. We're results based. It's results. That's why it's cool if you got a degree, but like a degree is a piece of paper. What are your results? Can you make an impact? Can you move the needle in your respective place? Like if you're a micro editor and you're supposed to give us 15 pieces of micro content every month that are not just done, but also approved, good, gone through our process, proper revisions, then you got to hit the 15 outputs of micro. I don't care if you have a degree. I don't care if you did it with music on, with, upside down because you're like Batman and you're like you're like on a pull-up bar and you're working. I don't care. I really don't care much about the process if you're hitting your targets, you're hitting your results. Don Mon, in this case, does application video refer to us talking to the camera, letting you know who we are, our values, our skill set? Yeah, and we want to get to know you. And so you getting on camera, sending us a video, lets us get to see kind of your energy, your vibe. Look, we're not going to, of course, it's all your information will be private and all of those things. You could see all those details. But this is a relationship, right? This is the thing. We're not looking for someone who's just hiding behind a computer screen. We're looking for, it's a tight-knit team of, in our opinion, we want to build like kind of Navy SEALs in their respective skill sets. Like, again, people who can edit video, if I'm honest, I mean, we're talking about hiring here. There's kind of a dime a dozen these days, man. A lot of people edit video. What makes you different? Is it your speed? Is it the excellence that you could do? Is it also, when you're doing micro, it's not just the ability to cut up a video. You got to actually understand messaging, social media, headlines on the top of an Instagram micro post. And then a couple other things that I would say. I mean, you're right for this position. You're wrong for this position if you're just looking for a job. You're actually wrong for this position if you're just looking for experience in the media industry or the new school YouTube industry. You're right for this position if you are a learner. We believe that lifelong learners are lifelong leaders, and lifelong leaders are lifelong learners. That means, whether that's books, courses, audiobooks for you, you watch every Think Media video, you consume all of our content. Maybe you're already a part of one of our programs. And that you also are passionate about what we're doing. You're passionate about this space, online video, social media, tech, but you're also passionate about our brand. And if that's, by the way, I'm here on Think Media sharing this video with you. The reason I am is because we would hope that you would be a part of our team more than anyone else. We're not trying to recruit from just the masses and people out in the world. We want people that are part of our community, that you already love us, you're engaged, you're passionate about what we're doing. And so you'd be right for us if you're in that category, wrong if you just kind of are looking for a job or an opportunity. Ed, event coordinator position, how much travel a month would you estimate? Well, Ed, from my standpoint, event coordinator would be best in our region, if not Vegas, Arizona, California, because we would want boots on the ground at a lot of local Vegas kinds of things. And it wouldn't, imagine, put yourself in my shoes. If we had to fly you in all the time to go, our current event, September 14th, by the way, if you're not coming yet, come to Grow with Video Live. It's coming up September 14th, growwithvideolive.com here in Las Vegas. But we're here at the SLS, which is a hotel here in Vegas where we're running the event. And so while there's a lot of things you could do event coordination remote, you'd have to have boots on the ground a couple times a year for sure. And so that for us would be at least domestic, meaning US, if not closer, so that, and not all the time, but enough to be boots on the ground for events in the area. Don Mon, in this case, does application video, okay. Emily, do you need a degree? I'm self-taught graphic designer and want to apply, but I do not have a degree. I love that question, Emily. No, you don't need a degree. I don't got a degree. I somehow made it this far. Now, on the flip side, if you do have a degree and you have some credentials, we're interested. But Emily, I love it. I'm a self-taught video editor, self-taught YouTuber, I'm self-taught everything, I think. And I've also learned, Emily, I'm sure if you put in the time, when I say self-taught, I've also taken courses. I've gone to events. I've invested in myself. I've been a part of masterminds and training. And so I've learned a lot. I think I've just learned in the new school kind of education. So absolutely, Emily. And by the way, if you're applying for graphic design or micro, you need a portfolio. And if you're applying for almost anything, it's like a resume. You need a portfolio. If you're I can be your event coordinator. What events have you coordinated? This is not a newbie thing. Well, no, yours will be the first one. Okay, then you're not right don't even apply. If you've never coordinated an event, don't coordinate. Don't be, but then maybe you're okay, I've never been a paid event coordinator, but I've been a volunteer at my church for the last 5 years. We run a conference every year that has 300 people at it. And I've done all this, and that for it. Then maybe apply. You have experience. You have prior experience. You've done some different things. For me, my big education actually came a lot from being an intern at a church. And I got hands-on. I edited hundreds of videos. I ran a Wednesday night event every Wednesday night, once a week. We run Friday nights or weekend retreats. So I got a lot of experience. So let us know about your experience. Anthony, can I volunteer in return for experience? Not right now, not during any of these job opportunities, Anthony. There will be future, like I said, internships, things that we'll advertise. That's not this. And then, we're also looking for, just reach out if you're interested, and we'll put you in our kind of Rolodex of people that would maybe that could volunteer in return for experience. But that's not this. Carol, would your customer service representative need to travel to Las Vegas? Not necessarily on the customer service. Great question, because like I said, for event coordinator, we need boots on the ground a couple times a year at least here in Vegas. And on the customer service side, not necessarily. So definitely, if you feel like you'd be a good fit, reach out. And then there's also some opportunities to where, you may work remote for the majority of times. There may be opportunities where there are opportunities for us to bring you out to Vegas, but also we love and appreciate hunger. What do I mean? One of the person on our team right now, Mel, she took action and showed up to our event growth video because she wanted to meet us, shake our hand, and say, hey, and she actually saw a different hiring post that we put out a while ago. And that was impressive. It was impressive to see her show up, look us in the eye, shake our hand. And then we got to know her. And then she applied, and then she's a part of the team. I'm not saying that you would have to do that to be on the team. What I am saying is those things matter. Those things stand out. When if you put in the hustle, you go, I believe in this. I believe I can see the upside. I'm deeply passionate about caring for our team, making sure that they're well taken care of, that they have upside and opportunity and a future. But I'm also deeply passionate about, if you will, people proving themselves and scaling up. Why? Because that's what I did. I was one to always never try to take everything right up front. If you're on the phone and you're like, here's my demands of money, of healthcare, and I mean, you could say that, but we really appreciate hustle. And what we see is that that's just a good way to show that you care about something, you're willing to hustle, put in the work. Let me tell you a story about Heather. Heather's our chief operation officer. I'm not saying this has to be you, but just to give you an idea of just kind of our spirit is that we just care about, there's a lot of, I'm being really blunt here, there's just a lot of mediocrity in the workplace these days. A lot of people that are looking for just like a chill ride, a chill position, and are not looking to really prove themselves and show no, I will get you results. This is what I love. I love this spirit. Let me actually show you that I can get results first. And if I do get results, then you pay me. And that's why sometimes people have started at lower pay. They've proven they can get results, and then the upside's amazing, man. Look, you get connected to this movement, this train, the upside, the future is bright, but we're looking for people that believe in their skills, that believe in what value they can provide, that believe in what impact they can make, and then know and can see our character, our reputation, and in the industry, even talk to other people on our team and say, yeah, no, it's a great thing to be a part of. But yeah, there's high standards. And if you put in the work, you got the work ethic, you could get there. So Heather, when we first met, this was early days. We're just bootstrapping. She was like, you know what? I could help do some major things that could get some results at Think Media. And I was like, man, I'm interested. At this time, I couldn't even afford to hire anybody. She said, you know what? I'll work for free. And she worked for free for about 6 months, helped us build some things that got results, that increased revenue, that increased the bottom line. And guess what? Then she and there was a performance-based opportunity there to where if she got results, she was paid according to that. And then over time, the second year, things got better. Third year, things got amazing. Now she's like running our company, and she's an incredible person. And so if you talk to Heather, which you will in this process, if you make it to round 2, that's just the way it kind of was. And it was so impressive to me because Heather wasn't like, okay, well, here's my demand. She was like, you know what? I see what you're doing, and I know the value I could bring. Let me deliver value. And she basically created this position for herself. She created greater upside for her. That's what we're looking for. I'm going to be blunt with you because this is our team. Why? Because we're not building a giant corporate, 100 people, and you're going to have a manager telling you what to do and making sure you show up on time. It's not that. We're looking for real hustlers that are yeah, I'm self-motivated. I'm a self-starter. I'm a self-motivated. If you're the type of person that doesn't want to just come into a position to just check the box and do the bare minimum, but you're the type of person that wants to come into a position and make it better, take it to another level, look for the opportunities according to your gift sets. I'm not saying you have to, if graphic design, you're like, here's how we could take the brand to another level. Here's how we could take the graphics up to another, here's how we could do some things. customer service. You know what? Here's how we could love our customers at another level. I'm obsessed with customer service. I just got done reading 2 books on customer service. I'm thinking about how we could love and care for people, wow people. Because we're passionate about creating raving fans. We don't just want to have a mediocre business. We want people that are like, wow, that was the best experience. I've bought different digital courses, invested in different programs. This was different than all of those. Like the way that you followed up, and so you're just thinking you're passionate about this industry. You're following other people, and you're looking at what they do and thinking about how we can always take things to another level. An enterprising spirit, a pioneering spirit, an entrepreneurial spirit. And those are just a few things. Mafioso. So this jobs are worldwide. What positions would need to travel a lot? Worldwide opportunity for sure. Travel is for some of them and not as much for others. But I think, look, here's your next step. If you're interested, go to this page. There's a link in the description below, or you can type in this URL, SeanCannell.com/careers. By the way, Sean Cannell rhymes with YouTube channel. People say Cannell. It's Sean Cannell, just, podcast, like it's the story of my life. Sean Cannell. It's Cannell, rhymes with channel. SeanCannell.com/careers. There's a link in this YouTube description. And check out the available positions. Apply if you're interested in any of those. And then over the next couple of weeks, we're getting a lot of applications already. We put this out on social media. So if you make it to round 2, give us some time, and then we will reach out if you make it to round 2. Question of the day: what would you want to be a part of the Think Media team, and why? Would you want to be? Let me know in the comments. Would you want to be a part of the Think Media team, and why? And then let me just say this. I appreciate you watching this video. If you're just a part of my community, our community, and just grateful for you. You probably saw some intensity because you're seeing who you're going to work with. This is this guy right here, right? But we're super passionate about serving you, helping the Think Media community really achieve your goals, your dreams, master these platforms, YouTube, social media, and continue to really enterprise in this new era of entrepreneurship. Friends, here's the good news. Whether you're part of our team or not, we are living through the most incredible time in human history. I really believe that. We're living through the greatest communication shift in the last 2,000 years. The internet, social media has completely changed the game. Online video, YouTube, LinkedIn, Instagram, there's so much opportunity. And there is, when it comes to travel, connectivity, information, the opportunity to start businesses, build businesses. I think media, we're passionate about a lot of stuff. I mean, live events, merch, and, not just like t-shirts, but like real potential physical products, journals. We're passionate about events, transformative experiences where people come and have their business changed, their mindset changed, their life, small groups, larger groups. We're passionate about creating the best content possible and always raising the level of our content to serve people more. We're passionate about, what we do at CES and NAB, which are tech shows here in Vegas, and doing strategic biz development with different companies and brands. And I say all that, that's what we're doing, but we're also passionate about you. Like, think about this, man. Well, I'm kind of overwhelmed because I'm talking about hiring, and I just started shooting videos in my bedroom a few years ago. You know what I mean? Like I jumped onto this platform trying to just pay the rent and cover the hardest season of our life when we were losing our home, and when my wife was super ill, and when we were part of a church where the job that I had was falling apart because senior leadership did some sketchy things. And to be here today, I'm incredibly grateful and humble. I'm so grateful that humbled, and I'm grateful that you're here and that you even are subscribed and you're part of this community. And we're really excited to potentially work with you. But whether that works out or not, we're excited for this movement, man, because things are just getting started. And we're grateful that you're here and part of the ride. So thanks for checking out this video. SeanCannell.com, careers down below. Leonard, Miss Tootsie, GGTV. Thanks so much for being here. Love you guys. And question of the day: would you want to be a part of the Think Media team? Why? Tell me in the comments down below. And of course, subscribe if you're not subscribed. And we also have a new series out about how to shoot, edit, and upload videos. So click or tap the screen right there, or click or tap the screen for another video from Think Media right there. And I will see you in the next one. Peace.